Hi. I have been in quite the slump lately. One might say a mega slump. So I set out for all these goals that I wanted to accomplish, and then I went on vacation and it all fell apart. November was really my worst month whenever it comes to doing my goals and fulfilling what I said I was going to do. With that being said, I also dropped off of posting on YouTube. As you can see, my last post was a long time ago. I haven't forgotten about you guys, and I really miss you, and I want to keep posting, of course. I've just been in a little bit of a rut lately, and with work kind of ramping up towards the end of the year for a holiday and taking on a couple freelance roles, I've been booked pretty solid. Whenever it comes to my workouts and things like that, I'm blaming it on the winter weather and also coming back from vacation and just wanting to enjoy the feeling of being on vacation, but I'm not going nearly as hard as I want to be. A lot of the times I'm just walking in my apartment. I invested in a walk pad to just walk. Really, like I can walk in my apartment instead of walking around the living room slowly. I can now walk faster on a flat surface on my treadmill, and I can watch TV. I can set it up on my kitchen island where I have my laptop on the island and I'm walking while I'm working, which is great. I want to give myself grace because it's like working out in the winter time is incredibly hard. It's just biology where you slow down in the winter because your body is trying to conserve energy, and speeding that up is only putting you in a worse situation where your energy is dropping. The sun is setting at like 6 p.m. and I'm already tired at that point. All I want to do is just walk. I don't want to get out in the cold and go to the gym. All of that aside, I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get back into it. And it all starts with one first step. This video is about how to get out of a slump, and I'm hoping it will propel me out of my slump that I've been struggling to get out of. So, grab a beverage. I'm trying a new flavor of V8. We're trying the strawberry lemonade this time. Typically I like the orange pineapple. I know you guys have seen me opening those, but cheers. I didn't realize this was diet, and immediately upon drinking it, I'm like, this is like diet. It's diet, but it's fine. So yeah, sit down, grab a snack, grab a beverage. We're here, we're strapped in, and we're ready to go. I'm sorry if I sound very phlegmy. I have been trying to kind of get over a cold for a few weeks now. It's not bad, it's just kind of just like lingering. I wanted to kind of go over working out and getting out of a slump in the wintertime. Winter slumps, because they are the hardest to get out of. Because like I said, your body is slowing down in winter, and biologically your body is trying to store all its energy for the basic necessities of being a human. But we don't live like that anymore. We're not cavemen. We have houses, we have heat, we have Wi-Fi, but our nervous system does not know that. Keeping momentum by doing smaller things and giving yourself grace where you can. I'm a little bummed that I'm not going as hard as I want to. I'm not getting into the gym as much as I want to. However, I'm still getting a workout in by walking, and walking is really powerful whenever it comes to just in general health. It's movement, and it's stable movement. It supports your joints. I'm not gonna go into all the details because I don't have them off the top of my head. I'm not a doctor or anything, but walking is just really good for you. And if that's all you can do, that's great. You know, you should be proud of your accomplishment of just doing something instead of being like, oh, well, I don't have the energy to do a big hard workout, so I'm just not gonna work out. Instead, you can literally just walk or do some yoga or play Beat Saber if you have a VR headset, whatever you wanna do. You don't have to go outside and brace the cold. However, I will say, whenever you're trying to get out of a slump like this, getting out and doing the hard thing can really propel you out of a slump. Or you can do just like one tiny task, cleaning up one thing in your apartment that has been lingering, you know, the dirty laundry in the corner, the junk drawer that you never open, your pantry has rotting food in it, your fridge smells like doo-doo garbage. I find that that's really helpful for me specifically. I am someone who's a clean freak and I cannot stand a mess. So if I see a mess, you know my brain's a mess. So doing a deep clean of my apartment always helps. If I let it go for like a couple weeks where I haven't vacuumed in like 2 weeks, I can tell the floors are dirty and I'm like, I'm mentally breaking down inside. Also with decluttering your digital space. Go into Instagram and delete people that don't align with your vision anymore. You know, someone you used to know in high school that you never talked to and you're like, all they post is selfies and I don't care.
See ya.
I do a digital detox every once in a while. And along with a digital detox, I also like to add new things. So getting rid of the old to make room for the new. A few tips of mine to get out of a slump is do the first step. So for me, that is going to the gym. Yesterday I went to the gym, even though I was like, I really freaking don't want to. And I ended up slipping on the ice whenever I came back, and I'm like, great. Doing that first step really propelled me into the mindset of who I want to become. With YouTube, the hardest thing was picking up my camera case and unzipping it and setting up the camera. Now I'm just rambling and here we are, and this will be a video. Getting that first step out of the way and taking the path of least resistance is truly key whenever it comes to getting out of a slump. So yesterday, like I said, I went to the gym, but in the morning I set out my workout clothes because I'm like, you know what? I want to go to the gym. I want to do this. By the end of my day, I'm like, I really don't want to do this. But I saw my workout clothes set out and I'm like, you know what? If I don't go to the gym, I'm just gonna have to put these away, and that's also a hassle. So I'll just go to the gym, put it on and go to the gym, and that'll be that. And then I did, and I felt great afterwards. And then, like I said, whenever it comes to content creation, the hardest thing for me was picking up my camera and pressing record. Like, that's pretty dang easy, but whenever it comes to what am I gonna talk about? Is this video gonna be good? Are people gonna like it? Blah, blah, blah. Who freaking cares? You better like the video. And you better subscribe. Please. But really, it was all just kind of mental gymnastics where I'm thinking about it too hard and I'm like, oh, it has to be perfect, it has to be cinema, it has to be like the best video for my comeback arc. Like, this is me in my head. And I'm like, you know what? In reality, like, I'm a small creator. I'm just getting started in YouTube, so it's not like I'm going to have the most fantastic video ever. I'm me, I'm a person, I'm just a girl. So we're just here doing this thing. Taking that first step into getting back into it. So going back to what I was saying about getting out of a slump, embodying that person that you want to be, even in a small way. Whenever it comes to waking up early, I have been the worst at it. I've been so bad. I've been sleeping in till like 6:30 every morning, and I'm like,
I want to be up at 5 a.m. I want to be a 5 a.m. girly.
no. No. I can't say I've accomplished this yet because I was doing my 5 a.m. morning routine. Since daylight savings time changed, I have not been waking up at the time that I want to. I'm starting work at like 8 a.m. For me, something that always helps me get up earlier is setting something up where I'm excited to get out of bed for it. Something really simple, like a magic mind. Like, I'm excited for this. I don't drink these every day because I feel like I'm getting a tolerance to them, but I subscribe to the Magic Mind, which, by the way, if you have never tried Magic Mind, I highly recommend it. It is a mental performance shot, so basically it's like functional mushrooms and caffeine. I definitely recommend that if you're needing something in the morning to kind of put a little pep in your step. Be like, oh, I cannot wait to have my Magic Mind. Watching someone else's video might spark your desire to get up and do something. You know, yesterday I was working, but I was having videos on the side of some inspirational YouTubers that I like to watch. And then whenever it comes to like healthy eating, I was very off my game. I was ordering out a lot. I think that came from being on vacation where it's like, well, that's my only choice is to order something out and someone cooks my meals for me. Sometimes I get a little bit bored of what I always make, so literally just scrolling through like recipe ideas, just getting inspiration from other people is always super, super powerful. And then something else that works for me is literally doing a brain dump where I'm just typing out what is on my mind, getting it on a screen or physical paper, whatever you feel like doing. I always like digital journaling nowadays, but just brain dumping, being like, okay, what do I have on my plate? What are the small things that I can take care of, knock out, get off my list, throw it in the garbage, and not think about it anymore? To recap, small steps. Do the one small thing that propels you forward. Take one step into who you want to become. Detox your life. Declutter your space. Declutter your digital life. Declutter your mind. Giving yourself something to look forward to. And when you're really trying to get out of a slump, it's a good time to push yourself, and that will push you forward and get you started in the right direction. So I hope this was helpful. If you liked the video, please give it a like. Comment down below what you want to see next. Comment one thing that you plan on doing, and make sure you subscribe because I plan on being here a lot more often. We're back. I will see you in my next video, and here's to 2026.